Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning into today's video. I hope right off the bat you've noticed something a little different here. You guys, I got a camera. I have been enjoying making content for this YouTube channel so much that I jumped in, like I dove straight in and I bought a camera, and I actually got it on eBay because you know I just love buying and selling on eBay. So I ordered this Canon G7X Mark II, and I hope that it will level up all of the content that I'm going to be able to give you guys, including the thrift with me vlog style, like taking you guys along to the thrift that everyone has been requesting and that I cannot wait to do more of as soon as our thrift stores open up. We are still pretty snowed in. If you haven't checked in my snowed in reselling video, definitely check that out. I'll post a link down below. It's pretty comical and my whole family helped me make that. But for today's video, I hope that I have this set up really well. You guys will notice that the R is not backwards in my shots anymore, and none of the tags are gonna be backwards. Seriously, like, praise God. I am so excited about this camera. So without further ado, want to tell you guys what sold in the last week. I'm gonna do an entire week's worth of what sold, and I have 9 items to ship out today. So I'm going to include those also and actually show you guys the physical item, and then I will film another segment a little bit later. It'll be in the same video though, and I will show you what sold the other days and also have screenshots of those items. So you guys, I am working it, okay? I am really trying to level this up. All right, let's see. I have my phone here to tell me what sold. The first item I have here, this was in the men's vintage t-shirt haul that my husband and I bought some men's vintage t-shirts. He went sourcing for single stitch t-shirts, and this one is not single stitch. This is a double, I guess you'd call it double stitch. I don't know, just a regular. And this is a Nautica shirt. And on the front here, it has a little pocket. On the back, Nautica, just a vintage shirt. It says Nautica. It is, let's see about this focus on this new camera. All right, Nautica and competition, made in the USA, large. This shirt I paid $1 for. It sold for $19.50, and the buyer paid $5.10 shipping. So huge profit on that. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be right around the $20 mark, probably after fees, maybe $18, $19 profit on that shirt that I probably would have walked right past, to be honest with you, if my husband hadn't picked it up. So props to you, Drew. The next item I want to tell you about, this was just in a haul video that I did for you guys where I sourced 36 items that were vintage items living in my death pile, and it is the Tough Nut jacket, this little crop style jacket. Here is the logo that you want to look for, Tough Nut. That is a really, really popular vintage denim brand. Pardon me. I sourced this, and I want to say I paid a couple dollars for it maybe. I bought this at our church yard sale, and my friend actually talked me into buying it. She's like, what do you think about this? I said, I haven't really heard about that brand, but it had the Talon zippers. It had a lot of the things that I tell you guys to look for in vintage clothing. Last night I listed this at $125. I really thought that maybe it was from the 70s, but when I looked up comps, there were a lot of these listed from the 40s. So I'm still not sure of the age on it, and I listed it at $125. I immediately had an offer on eBay and on Poshmark. I took the eBay offer because the fees are lower, and I sold this for $100. I probably could have held out, especially since there was immediate interest, but the buyer was a vintage clothing buyer, and I felt like they would most anticipate the condition of a vintage item. They would most be able to interpret the measurements I had provided and would not be surprised that this is a crop size jacket. I just felt like overall the experience was going to be better selling to someone that buys vintage clothing. So that's why I accepted a $100 offer, and it was a super quick flip. So I love that, a couple dollars. And they did pay shipping. I charged $9, just a flat $9 shipping on that. The next item is also vintage. I'm telling you guys, if you are just sourcing new brands, designer, mall brands, you are missing out. This is my third item, and they've all been vintage. This is a little, I labeled it as 24 months, but I also said in the description that I wasn't really sure about the size, and that I anticipated it to be about 24 months based off the measurements, and I provided measurements. So This, I actually took a best offer of about half of what it was listed at, but I had it listed for a long time. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the wrong spot. I promise I'll get used to this camera. But I took a best offer of $10 plus $4.90 shipping. These frilly little lace dresses that I had used, let me tell you what my title is on this. Vintage 24 months blue white lace circle skirt party dress. So use the keyword circle skirt if and when you can open this up and make a full circle with the skirt, because that is the type of thing that buyers are really looking for. This is darling. So that was in a lot of stuff, I think, from my friend that I talked about in previous videos that I paid, I want to say around 50 cents for that. So not a huge profit. This next item isn't a huge profit either, and this is a mall brand, Old Navy. This was in a lot of things that one of my friends gave me, and I was able to sell this for $7 plus $4.95 shipping. She gave me these items because she did not want to hold on to them any longer or try to sell them, and she knows what I do. So just in telling people what you do, you can really get some good items. So yeah, $7. I'm sure it'll cost almost all of the $4.95 to ship it. So after fees and everything, I'll make $5.50, $6 on this. It is like a linen-like material. It's really pretty dress. Next item, I bought this forever ago, and I either didn't notice the stain or had it in a pile somewhere and was not taking care of it. This is a Bain de Soleil, which is like a suntan lotion brand, I believe, new with tags. This is from 1987, this little visor. I don't want to put it on my face because I have makeup on and I'll get makeup on it. But it ended up having this stain on it. I'm not sure if I didn't notice that in the store, but I think that I got that stain on there somehow. So this was like 25 cents at the thrift store. I sold it, just listed this item. So it sold within days. I sold it for $12.99 plus $4.20 shipping. So some days I feel like everything that I mail out is free shipping, but today obviously is not one of those days because every single thing that I have told you guys about so far, I've charged the buyer shipping. Do not think, especially as a new reseller, that you need to be doing free shipping on everything. Buyers will pay for shipping as long as it's a quality item, you've priced it fairly, okay? And sometimes I actually feel like when you work the shipping into the item, like if a shirt is worth $5 and it's gonna cost you $5 to ship it, and you offer it for $10 free shipping, in my mind as a buyer, I'm thinking the shirt's not worth $10. But if you charge $5 plus $5 shipping, then I'll say the shirt's worth $5. Well, I guess I do have to pay for them to get it to me. And I feel like there is like that mindset works with a lot of buyers. So maybe consider charging shipping on some of your items. This next item, I bought this thinking that it, pardon me, I bought this thinking that it was vintage. It is a Stratomatic. I don't want to turn it totally upside down because there's a lot of cards in here, hundreds of cards. This is a baseball board game, and I bought it thinking it was vintage. Well, just the style and the box was vintage. Inside, the game was actually from 2004. And this is all paper. I mean, all the way down, you guys. There are stacks and stacks of these little cards. I counted every single card. Don't be afraid to do the hard work on a board game and count every card, every token, every little piece, because that's what the buyers want to know what they're buying. I spent $2.99 on this. There was only one other one listed similar, and it was listed at $164 is what it sold at, but it was brand new in the package, had never been opened. Mine has been used and even had some rubber band residue on some of the cards. So I actually priced it at $150. The next morning I had an offer of $90, and I countered at $100 just to get a quick sale, and the buyer walked away. You guys, over $10. I felt like a hog, all right? Because you know the saying, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. I felt like a hog. Why did I do that over $10? So I came back to the interested buyers at $90, nothing. Last night I was able, night before last, I'm sorry, I was able to make offers on this item again. I offered it at $90, and another buyer came in and bought this for $90 and paid $12 shipping. So all in, pardon me, the buyer is at $102 on that item. So it was a $2.99 pickup from me. Don't be totally afraid of board games. I hate shipping them too, but I'll get over it. Hey, the good news is it's not likely to get damaged. This next item, I think this was in a bunch of books. I know this was in a bunch of books that my sister left here when she moved across the country. She left a bunch of children's books from her son, and he is graduating high school now, so I'm gonna assume that he doesn't want this back. She's probably watching this video, so comment and tell me if I should not have sold his book. But I did sell it to get it out of my garage for $7.99 free shipping. It'll cost about $3.50 maybe to mail this book. So yeah, I'm gonna make a couple bucks and someone will get the book that they're after. So books aren't a huge money maker for me. They have to really be something special. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna make like $2 or $3 off of that. This next item is a spoon. If you guys follow me on Instagram, link below, you will know that I picked up a bag of spoons and there was like 52 spoons in there. I got the entire bag for $2, and this is the third or fourth one that I've sold. This one is silver plate and says San Francisco. Says San Francisco on it. It has a little trolley car, I guess maybe is what they call them. The brand on this one is Perfection Silver Plated New Zealand. It has a clam, like a seashell bowl here. I sold that. Again, I took an offer of like half price on it because I have 52 of them and I've only sold 3 or 4. If they would all sell for this price, I would be happy as, I don't know, happy as a clam? Is a clamshell? Is that? Anyway, I would be happy, okay? The buyer offered $10 with free shipping. Sure. It's gonna cost me about $2.90, maybe $3 to ship it. I'll make, you know what, like $6 on it maybe. That's fine. That is absolutely fine with me. Like I say, if I could make $6 on all of them, I would be over $300 for the entire bag that I paid $2 for. So I am not gonna be a hog on the spoons. The last item I want to tell you about that is shipping out today before I get to the other items that sold this week is this little troll sticker book. This is so fun. Look at this, sticker fun. This has never been used, which is kind of sad because I wonder if some kid owned it and just, you know, you have special stickers or special stationery and you just save it for that special day and then you never use it. These stickers you pop out of here and then you moisten the back, so they're kind of more like stamps, and you put them into these little scenes. This is adorable, you guys. Fun fact about me, I shared over on Instagram, is that I loved trolls, and especially treasure trolls, when I was a kid. My sister and I were both in this speech competition at our school, and I gave a speech about Africa at Christmas time, and I won my grade and I won, I think, overall, and I took my winnings and I bought treasure trolls. I can still remember that. And yeah, so treasure trolls and trolls in general have a good special spot in my heart. This is from 1992. I have had this listed, guys, probably 2 years, and it sold for $9.99 and the buyer paid $2.89 shipping. So I am again not getting rich off of books, not at all. So that's it for these things that are going out today. I actually have to get these lotted up fairly quickly and get over to the post office. They're probably not going to go out in today's post now. Just too many things to do here today. And then I will sit down with you. So see you in the next clip where we talk about the other items that sold this week. Okay, I finished packing up the orders, and then I remembered I actually have a Poshmark order that's going out today also, so I wanted to show you guys that. Well, now you can't hardly see it because I went ahead and put it in. I always put everything in these little bread bags, and I put a thank you sticker on it, and then I have these glittery cards that go with it and says thank you so much for your purchase. Enjoy this amazing find and God bless. Anyway, these are little girls extra small size 4 thermal underwear. I retail arbitraged these on clearance at Walmart week before last for $1. They sold on Poshmark for $11 plus the buyer paid the full $7.50 shipping. And the Poshmark held out $2.95. So my net earnings is $8.05 minus my dollar cost of goods. I made $7 on this. Guys, I didn't even photograph these. Let me show you what I did. I scanned the barcode on these on the Walmart website, and then it just pulled up I never use stock photos, but on all this stuff that I retail arbitrage, like this is my photo of the sizing, and then the rest of these are from Walmart's website. I hauled like 74 items from Walmart that night and listed them all from my couch that night. It was so easy. So this was a super easy $7. I know it's not a lot of money, but $7 to for not a whole lot of work. So that was my Poshmark sale, and I do have coming up in the next clip some of my sales from this week. I think that there's some more. I know that there's at least 2 more that are on Poshmark, so I'll be throwing in a little bit of Poshmark for you guys today. All right, let's see what else I sold. All right, I got everything off to the post office. Let's talk about the next items that sold. I've actually done a little bit of math since we last spoke also, and for this week, for the last 7 days, I'm shipping out, now this figure includes shipping charges as well as the item cost. So this is the buyer's all-in cost on eBay for the last 7 days was $760.48. Over on Poshmark, I had 3 sales amounting to shipping included $61.99. So I deducted shipping, I deducted fees, cost of goods, and I will give you that number at the end. So let's talk about the other sales that happened over on my eBay. The first one, I'm going to read you the title because I think it's important that you know what keywords that I used. The title is Vintage Apple iMac M4984 Purple Clear Desktop with CD-ROM Untested, No Cables. This is a vintage iMac computer that I did not want to buy. This was available at a church yard sale, the same yard sale that I bought the coat at, actually, the jacket that sold last night. And my friend, it's so funny, I messaged her and I said, hey, that computer that you made me buy sold. They didn't make me buy it, didn't twist my arm, but they definitely encouraged it, and I did not want to buy this item because I could just imagine shipping this thing. It was 45 pounds, you guys. And so this item sold, I had it listed at $96 plus $45 shipping. The buyer sent me a message and said, hey, is there any way at all that you can plug this thing up just to see if it will turn on? And I said, I don't have a power cable. And then the more I got to thinking about it, so they offered me $50 right at half price. They said, I know the offer's low, but neither of us even know if this item works. So the more I thought about it, I thought, I'm sure I have something, some type of a cable. It's kind of like that triangle shaped cable. It's like shaped like a house with the roof cut off at the top to make it flat on the top. And so I was thinking, what do I have that might have a cable like that? And my husband has a guitar amp that I was able to use. And no, my husband does not play guitar, but he has this guitar amp and it plugged right into the back of that. I was able to turn it on, and I said, hey, before I change this listing and say that it's tested, do you want it? Obviously not for the $50. They immediately bought it for $96 plus $45 shipping. This item cost me 20 some odd dollars to ship. I shipped the crap out of this, okay? Pardon my French, but I protected that thing like no one's business. I talked about it in my Instagram stories, 4 layers of styrofoam and protection, and it was 45 pounds, you guys. It only had to go 2 states over, which is why I think I got rid of, got by with only 20 some odd dollars. But yeah, it was heavy, it was a beast, and it went FedEx. So that was $96 plus $45 shipping. The next item is Microsoft OEM Xbox 360 power supply, 175 watt with power cord original. So this item came off of my son's broken Xbox from years and years and years ago. The Xbox broke, and I kept some of the cables. This was before I was reselling, I think. And afterwards, like after I'd already started reselling, I found these cables and I thought, I bet I can sell that cord. So this thing went for $25 free shipping. It went inside of a box that was gonna cost me $8.40 to sell USPS, and so, or to ship rather. And so I put that box inside of a paper USPS envelope, and so it was like $7.40 to ship it. The next item, I don't think that I've ever included these in a what sold video before. These are sponge holders, and it's truly just a little plastic sticker. Here's my title: The Amazing Sponge Holder Lion Towel Holder Farm Animal Easy Peel and Stick. So this sponge holders, I sell a lot of these. I bought these on clearance retail arbitrage for 5 cents at Walmart about a year ago, and I want to say maybe I bought close to 100 of these possibly. It's not a huge money maker for me, but I have made some money off of those. These 3. I sell them for under $2 a piece. I mean, they're like $1.89, I think, most of the time in my store. Occasionally I'll run a sale or send an offer, and then the more you buy, the cheaper, like, you get a discount. So 3 of them sold for $5.67. I cheat and put a stamp on it, you guys, and there have been a couple of them not show up. I think like 1 didn't show up and they wanted to open a return, and it was $1.89, guys, after fees and everything. I just gave that girl back her money so fast. So these sold $5.67. This next item is a Big Men's 3XL 54-56 long sleeve stretch poplin button down white dress shirt. So I had, I had 4 of these items. These were retail arbitrage, and I bought them at Walmart on clearance for $1. It sold for $15.90, free shipping to the buyer. So these were a Walmart retail arbitrage. I bought them because they were a size 3X, and I feel like that's a harder size to find. So I wasn't, I felt more like I was providing a service to my buyers because I was providing them with a shirt that is a harder size to find. So $15.90, which is about how much they sell for, I believe, at Walmart, and I was including shipping in that. I was making money. I feel like everyone got to win on a sale like that. I sold all 4 of those already. This next item, antique WM Rogers Eagle Star 12 DWT silver plate flatware 7-piece lot forks knives. So this silverware, interestingly enough, dates back to the late 1800s, I believe. Really cool silverware. If you guys watched my how to clean silver video, I'll link that below, then you will see me clean this silverware. I bought this at an auction in a lot, a huge box of silverware nobody wanted. They all wanted the silverware that was in like the velvet lined boxes, but nobody wanted this. So I picked it up. I sold this just one set, guys. I probably got 7 to 10 sets out of this. This one set sold for $12 plus $7.50 shipping. And I would say all in all, maybe I have 50 cents in each set or something. It was extremely cheap what I got all of this silverware for. The next item, the title is Isabella Silver Plate Art Deco set of 6 cocktail forks, early 1900s. So these, all of this silverware, I worked really hard, actually harder than I thought I would, to list it, because I actually tried to date it. I tried to research the companies. I learned a lot about silver during listing this, and I'm taking offers on it. These sold for $10 plus $4.90 shipping, and they sold via promoted listing, and so did the silverware before. These stickers, the sponge holder stickers, also sold via promoted listing. 22% of my sales within the past week, I think, were promoted listings. And I am promoting everything at 1% right now. The next item is Panasonic BT S901Y 8.5 inch CRT color video security monitor retro gaming. Lots of really important keywords and model numbers in that title. That's a mouthful. This one sold via promoted listing. I had someone reach out on Instagram and say they've had one listed and it has not sold. So maybe there's something to promoted listings, again, just at 1%. Now I sold this for $89 plus $26 shipping. If you watched my Thrift with me video, my first ever Thrift with me, the last one that's on here, because the stores have been closed, I haven't been able to take you guys thrifting with me again. I picked this up for $6. Our next item is a Goosebumps Horrorland PS2 tested and complete. All right, so this Goosebumps Horrorland sold via promoted listings again. This item sold for $18 with free shipping. So our first free shipping item, I think, of what we're talking about right now, outside of those sponge holders. I picked this up for $2, I think. $2. And I think I picked it up because it's Goosebumps, and that's really cool. And I'm working on, I have a lot of Goosebumps books, and I need to add to those and either complete the set or just sell them off as a lot. But that sold this week. Another item that was in a recent haul video. This is Vintage Unused The Schmuzzle Puzzle Complete Snowflakes Double-Sided. So this puzzle I picked up for $1 and it sold for $25. I actually took a best offer. This did have free shipping as well. I think I had it listed at $29 or right close to $30. Since it was a $1 buy for me, a $25 offer was fantastic. It was light enough to go first class mail also, so there was some profit in that one. This next item was definitely St. Patrick's Day related because it is green. Vintage handmade square dance full circle dress, size medium, short sleeve, green, and then it cuts off. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what the rest of the title was there. This item was very, very beautiful. I picked this up when it was actually out. My friend Brittany was actually in the store thrifting the day that I picked this up. So Brittany, if you're watching this, you remember me picking up the square dancing dress. I picked it up out of the Halloween costume items. She said, are you getting that for you? I said, I'm getting it to resell because it's really cool and vintage. And I sold it for $25 plus $7.50 shipping. So buyer paid full shipping on that. The dress was beautiful and I paid $2.50 for it. The next item is something that came from my home. So this was the first GPS watch I ever owned, and it is a very, very basic GPS watch. After this watch, I went to the Fitbit Ionic, and then when we started running longer distances, because we are ultramarathoners, the Fitbit Ionic was not going to work, so I actually use the Garmin Fenix 5S right now. So this was the first GPS watch I ever had. It has been sitting in a drawer for a while. This is TomTom Runner 8RS00 GPS watch with charger and pink and gray band. So I had this listed at $39.99. The buyer offered me $17.50. I countered because I only had it listed a day. I countered at $30. The buyer paid $30 plus $7.50 shipping. Do you guys count your cost of goods if it's an item that you bought for yourself and used until you no longer wanted to use it? I do not. I remember I bought that off the Goodwill website on like an online auction, but I don't remember what I paid for it, and I don't count it because I count that as free if it was something in my house. Comment below and let me know, how do you deal with cost of goods when it comes to an item that came from your home that you used and do no longer use anymore? So I think that is on eBay all that we have. Let's head over to Poshmark real quick and I'll tell you guys the few things that sold over there. You guys know I haven't been in love with Poshmark lately. It's just, it's not it for me lately. And it's probably because I've not been showing Poshmark a lot of love. So maybe I can do run some experiments and we can make a video about that. Sharing my closet twice a day, putting out offers to likers and see if I can work it back up. So I had this one item, the title of this item on Poshmark. Poshmark keywords are a little bit different because your entire description is searchable. So you can have keywords or even tags inside your description. Vintage brass round koi fish trinket keepsake box. This was a beautiful little brass box. This sold for $13. I did offer a shipping discount on this, so I made $7.59 on this item. This next item that sold were some Pottery Barn plates that I actually didn't know that they were not listed. I've talked about that a lot recently, and I may have already talked about these plates in a previous What Sold. I hope not. And let's see, they sold for $18. Poshmark took out 20%, leaving me $14.40. The last item that sold over on Poshmark were the girls' thumb rule underwear that I talked about this morning. So let's run through the numbers. The grand total, let's see, on shipping on eBay this past week, I spent $168.65. I feel like that is really good. I try hard to get the best deals on shipping, and I feel like that's really good, keeping in mind that I had to send that iMac computer and I had to send that security monitor. Oh, the security monitor was only like 10 pounds and it ended up being like $29 because don't you know, someone in California bought it. It wasn't nearly as hard to ship though because it was really compact and it was square, and I felt like the screen was almost just really well protected on it. So eBay fees were $98, and let's see, so the cost of shipping and fees was $266.65. If I deduct that and my cost of goods, I added up my cost of goods to be $34.77 for all of these items. You guys know I source incredibly cheaply. $5 or less is my model, and occasionally I'll spend a little bit more than that, but a lot of these items were sourced from my home also, you know, making them free. Okay, so once I take out my cost of goods, my net for eBay and Poshmark, the 7-day total was $489.10. So if you're looking at a 40-hour work week, that's around $12.22 per hour, but I definitely don't work 40 hours a week. With 2 kids, especially, the kids have been out of school every single one of these days. 2 kids and a household to run. Some days I work 3 hours a day. So let's say I worked 21 hours. I'm making closer to $25, $26 an hour. So I feel like that's pretty good for this past week's worth of work, when a lot of people in my town cannot even get to work right now. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Comment and let me know what you want to see next. And remember, treat your business like your business.